the warm-up all the time. So now we're on holding the pattern, massaging the lower dantian, getting this activated. At the same time, breathing in through your nose, down into, using the lower diaphragm into the lower part of the lungs. And as you breathe out, you follow it out your nose, in and out of your nose. And feeling the warmth start in the lower dantian. You can reverse the direction if you want. We're going to start in terms of the Qigong style exercises. We're going to work on opening up and balancing and getting the flow right up and down the spine. So we'll start holding our fingers together, legs shoulder width apart. As we breathe in, hands go up. Breathe out. They go down. Breathe in, feeling the equal pressure on both sides of the body because of having this be perfectly straight along the line of the spine, and feeling equal pressure on right and left. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in, and if you can't go beyond your face, leave that there, but keep breathing as the energy goes all the way up into the sky. And then breathe out as you push it down. And again, you stop where there is pain so that we don't upset the pain. But if you can go all the way up, see that your right center line, even left and right side of the body, as we're balancing everything out. Breathing out as we go down. One more time. Breathing in. And breathing out. As we come to the center, we poke our fingers pointing away and push away from us, palms down. Bring the energy from way behind us, palms up. We come flatter in front of us, and then make a T. Now from this position, we're going to twist. I have to move away from the wall. So breathe in, twist to your right. Breathe out, front and center. Then breathe in, go to the left. Breathe out. As we're twisting, breathing in, keep your arms perfectly straight, like there's a pole, making sure that they don't create a V, that they're in a very straight line. And as we turn, we feel this wag twisting all that water out of it, and then the release of the pressure as we come to the center. As we twist, the whole spine gets twisted and then relaxed. So it's like the tension, heavy tension throughout the whole spine, and then a release of tension. And that release is like a release and an opening throughout the spine to make it so that as it comes to the release position, you feel an opening all the way up the spine. Breathing in as we turn. Breathing out, we're in the center. Breathing in and out. One more time each way. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Now we're going to breathe in. We bring our hands up and touch the back of your hands. Again, equal pressure from right and left as we go all the way down to the floor or as far as you can, bringing up the energy through the column, the spine cone column. Spine. As we breathe in, we capture the energy, balancing right and left, coming all the way down. We breathe out. Go as far as you can. Breathing in, filling that column up with energy. All the way up, and breathe out like a fountain leaving the top of your head. Breathe in, grabbing energy, balancing the right and left, and feeling when you push the back of your hands, your shoulder blades also change position, allowing for a release in that opening of the spine of a tube that allows the flow of qi to go right up and down through the body. And see if you can feel the change level with where your hands are, of where the muscles change position, the shoulder blades change their position to open up a column and coming up through the column that you created and down. One more time. You breathe in. Filling up the column, going down. Breathe out. Breathe in, collecting more qi, following it right up, and then relaxing. Now we want to bring our feet together and come into a prayer position. And it's called Swimming Dragon. We're going to start by poking the pointing part of the fingers away and pushing the hip out. So the hands are going to the left, the hips are going to the right as we push away. And then we come back to center, straightening up the body. Now push the hands to the right and the hips to the left. And making this wave of action. And you feel the massage on your spine as this wave moves through the body. Coming up to center. And then going away the other side. And now we're going to start to bend our knees low, deeper. We're getting lower and lower. And we're not bending over in the waist. We're trying to keep an upright focus, but we're lowering with the knees and go where it's comfortable. A little lower each time. If you can't go too low, then you just stay where it's comfortable. And if you can, you go a little down further. and even really close to the ground. Pushing away. Hips go in the opposite direction and start coming up. All in a wave motion. Think of the water going out, coming in. Making a crest as it crashes. Now, as we come to where we started, we're going to start going higher. Level with our eyes. Level with our head. We're standing up, 10 feet together. Think of a snake as well as a swimming dragon. It's called swimming dragon, but it actually has this snake-like motion as we come higher and higher. In this wave and flowing motion. Now, as we get to the top, just the hands. And we're straight up. Now, as we breathe out, bring our hands down. And swing them again. As we breathe up, the energy is coming up our spine. And breathe out, bring it right down the center. That column has been opened up. The spine has been relaxed to allow for the energy to come up the back side and down the front side of right along the spine, not the front and back of the body, but like the tube itself that the spine has created of energy coming up the back and down the front, right even touching the spine. Another time breathing in, energy follows the level of our hand, up and over the top of the head and down, very deep in the body, the rotation. One more time, bringing it up the back and down the front. We feel that lubrication and then we relax. Now, this whole series of motions of moving the spine, it's in an effort to really get the body to relax and each vertebrae to break apart. Now we want to do one more thing. As our legs are apart, we bring our hands up and hold the fingers in the air, twist them, and now give a twist turning. A different motion than before where our hands were in the X. Now we feel the twisting is at a higher level of the spine, and maybe even the whole spine versus just the middle or lower section. The final lubrication and twisting, and as we hold our hands up like this, think about when you breathe in, pick one vertebrae and separate it. Make it elongated. Elongate the spine. As you breathe in, out, it relaxes. Breathe in again and pick a higher vertebrae. And putting air in between the two vertebrae that are touching. Maybe as high as the neck. Breathe in and extend it. We're making it longer and longer by filling air between the vertebrae. And maybe start going down the spine. Each twist you pick in your mind a different vertebrae to blow air in between to extend them because of the stretching. And down towards the waist, lower vertebrae. And even the tailbone, the very last, they're probably, I think the three of them are fused together, the tailbone area, but just above that. Bring in air and make a space between each vertebrae. One more time. And then relax. Now this time as I breathe in, I'm going to breathe in the front side of the spine and breathe out. It's coming down the back of the spine. Gather it together and bring it up the front. And breathe out, comes down the spine. And it's even longer than it was before because we stretched it so much. Breathing in the front part of the spine, way deep in the body. And breathing out, the energy follows the level of the hands. One more time. And breathing out. So we've concentrated now, we come together with the palms, we've concentrated on the core right down through the center. And that is filled with energy and it's open and it's relaxed and it's stretched. Now we want to push this away. We want to widen it to very extreme levels. So as we breathe out, we push the energy to the side. And look to your right, look to your left. Breathe in and have a collapse. Have you're like in a cocoon and it's collapsing around you. Breathing out, pushing the sides of the cocoon away from you. Look to your left, look to your right, and breathe in. Breathing out. Repeat to the right. Repeat to the left. And breathe in, have it all collapse around you. And this cocoon that you're pushing away and having it come into you is getting softer. Before it was brittle. And anything that's brittle, as you massage it and move it, like flexing it back and forth, you're smoothing it out and you're evening it out from the left and right. As we breathe in, we grab a ball of energy in our hands and twist it. And we're going to 3 times repeat, only moving the right hand up. So we push down with the left and look up with the right. And then breathe in, collapse the ball, feeling it in our hand. Keep the same hand on top. Breathing out, push down, and then look up. And this space that's around us collapses on us. And then we extend its space below us and above us, as well as smoothing it out. Follow the energy into your ball and then switch which hand is on top. Down, push down, look up now with the left hand. Breathing in feeling around you a collapse of the space. As we breathe out, feel it push to the floor and push to the sky. One more time, feeling it as we breathe in and feeling it as we push it out. And breathe in. We take our ball again, fingers pointing up this time. We'll start going to the right and push behind you and look in front of you. Breathe in as it collapses. And we come to the front. Fingers pointed up. Return to the right side. Breathe out. Now we're pushing, extending the energy behind us, in front of us. Breathing in. Come front and center. And one more time to the right. Push out. Look behind. Look in front. Turning front and center. And now to balance all this out, we'll go the other way. Go to the left. Look behind as we breathe out. Push behind. Look in front. Breathe in. Feel the cocoon collapse on you. Concentration of energy in a smaller space. Now feel the pressure against your hand as we push it away from us, creating this force field away from the body, and then back into the center, feeling that spine that we first stimulated. And then one last time, creating a larger space around us as we come back, front and center. Now, as we make a loop, repeating what we did before, but this time feeling it on the edge of the body, not on the level of the spine. Breathing out right along the front of the body. We've expanded that energy source, not just the spine. I breathe in, comes up, skimming my backside, up over the top of my head. Breathing out, skimming my front side. Comes up between my legs and repeats it up my backside. I feel the weight on my hands of this energy. Looking up, feeling it come across my ears and up in front of my head, down in front of my eyes as it floats down the front. And now we'll reverse it and collect it and bring it up the front, feeling it tingle the body, massaging the face, just the energy itself come up and over the top of my head. I feel it tingling my ears and my neck, my shoulders as following the level of my hands. Up between my legs, I breathe in. And I breathe out. And I breathe in. And I breathe out. And then I relax. Now pointing in the palms are in cupped position, pointed towards my body. I'm going to concentrate on following the energy with the breathing. I'm going to twist to the right and breathe in, keeping my hands opposite myself, pointing towards the body. Then breathe out, palms pointed towards me as I twist to the left. Palms always towards the body. Breathing in towards the right. Hands and arms opposite each other in relation to the body. Breathe out. keeping that equal distance. And breathing in. Now as I get to the extreme of the right, I want to stop and breathe out. Now breathe in with the new direction of left. I've been breathing in the left direction this time. And breathing out to the right. This is the opposite of what we were doing before. Breathing in to the left. And breathing out. One more in. And then out, I come to the center. Now we're going to do squats, so only do a motion to what you're able to do. But as I bring my hands up, again, only where it doesn't hurt. If it's like this, it's fine. But in your mind, follow energy from my extreme, from my top of my hand all the way to the earth, no matter what your body is doing. If you only do this, that's fine. But in your mind, follow energy from the top of a person's hand all the way down to the earth as a full squat. That's just showing you what's happening. So I'm going to breathe in, following the front part of the body as I breathe in. Only go on the squat as far as you can. But now when you breathe out, follow it up the back side of your body. Very important of which side the energy is coming. Down the front, you breathe in. And up the back, starting at the earth, up the back, out the tips of your fingers. Breathing in, come down the front. Breathing out, up the back. Now I'm going to switch it. And even if you're only in a short position, bring the energy in as I breathe in down the back side, from way up in the sky all the way down into the earth. As I breathe out, comes from the earth up the front of the body and out the front of the hands. Microcosmic orbit. Breathing in, down the back. Breathing out, up the front. One more time, breathing in, following the energy is as important as the movement. And breathing out, up the front. And now I relax. And I'm going to create some spiraling now. As I put weight on one foot, a slight motion, not like we had before, of massaging the ankle, but just a small spiral of pulling earth energy right up through the core of the bones, of the leg bone, right through the bone marrow. I'm spinning it and I'm following this flow of energy come out of the earth, up the legs, and actually filling up the lower dantian area. And switching legs. Feeling this spiral without a heavy motion, but a physical motion nonetheless. And I follow it, come up the bone marrow, center of the legs, stimulating the white blood cell and filling it up in the lower dantian. Now my legs are stationary, but in my mind, they're still spinning. And they're pulling energy up out of the earth. And I'm going to then kind of massage them together, just a little wobble of the waist, where I mix the two, the left and right flows of energy that are spinning in my mind's eye. But physically, I'm just wobbling it like a kneading dough, very slow twist to bring them together. I feel those legs. I feel the bone marrow is warmed up just from that spinning, and it's continuing to spin in my mind, and I feel it. I feel right through the center. I want to add to that. I'm stationary now, legs and stomach area, but I want to bring down some heaven energy. So it's a slight motion of the arm, and it's coming right down the center of the bone, meeting up in the lower dantian. Through the fingers, right through the center. Now I want to switch hands, and like before, the hand that was moving before is stationary at my side, but it's still spinning in my eyes, in my mind. And this is a new siphon, bringing it down, the heaven energy, through the center of the bones into the lower dantian, as well as the two legs are actually continuing to move, and it's all mixing up. And now we've got everything spinning, and I want to add to that just a slight wobble of the head. So the only thing that's moving is my head, but everything is actually still going. And I'm mixing it all together in the lower dantian, mixing earth energy, heaven energy, and the mankind in the middle is the one that manipulates it and uses it for crafts, action, creativity, intuition. The heaven is the esoteric things, not just spiritual. It's intuition, it's love, it's artistic, it's compassion. The earth energy mixes with it, the raw materials of action, creativity, of putting everything together. And you need the man in the middle to make it all happen. As we're motionless now, the whole body, I want to again work with the earth and heaven. As I breathe in, pointing the bottom of my arms down, palms pointing down, filling up with earth energy, exposing that area to the earth as it sucks in the earth energy, flipping my hands up as it now is exposed to the heaven. As they come up, push my sides away, feeling the right and left energy that's around us without touching, and wrapping myself with all of the energy as it closes in on me without touching. And then palms up, elbows back, and then breathe out as I push away. Breathe in, feeling the weight of the heavens on my palms. Then expanding out, pushing out that cocoon, that space that's around us. And then relaxing as it's pointed downward. We'll do it one more time, feeling the heaviness, the weight of earth energy, and then the lightness of the heaven energy, pushing my space away, creating this area around me, but then grabbing it and then wrapping myself, tightening it around me, feeling the heavens again on my palms, feeling what's against my hands. Not that I'm just pushing them away, I actually feel something as I push them further and further away. Breathing in, collection. Breathing out, feel something against your hands. There's something that I'm pushing. As I drop my hands, this time the wrists are still at a 90-degree angle, and then I relax. The final position is in our Wuji position, legs shoulder width apart, and just a slight drop of the twisting of the pelvic floor, pointing my tailbone down, arms relaxed, shoulders slight curve in, and then top of the head is pulling up in the opposite direction of my tailbone. The head goes up, chin slightly down. And now this whole relaxed thing, we really stretched our spine earlier. And now we're going to take advantage of that. See how long we can make our spine by dropping it slightly down and pulling the neck by the top of the head up, pushing the head up by tilting the chin down slightly. And just breathing in as slow as possible through the nose down into the lower area. See how slow you can get your breath. See how long you can make your spine. Making slight adjustments. As you make a little movement, all of a sudden you say, whoa, that released the whole tension point just by making a slight motion. You feel your body. The hip comes in slightly to make the pelvic floor go down. As you slowly breathe in and out of your nose, slowing and slowing and slowing it down. We can finish off by bringing our hands back to the lower dantian area and feel how much heat has collected in this area. We didn't do a heavy exercise. They were all very, very soft motions. But you should be on fire right now under your hand. You can feel it because that energy just was activated through all of these motions. We'll finish off by just a smooth massage throughout the whole body. Come down the back side of the leg. It's like shining your armor up the front side and out away from you on the inside, pushing. We're not tapping this time. We're smoothing it. Pushing away the inside, it goes away. That back side, it comes up. Massage your shoulders. Don't touch your face because of the corona, but start at your head. Massage the head and the ears and your neck, and your shoulders. And come down extra on the kidneys. And then back again as we just slow it all down, put it all back in place. And you can feel again the sensation of that rubbing, the activation of the just over the skin might be very, very stimulating. And that's it. Thank you.